Every single day, millions of introverts around the world face the same internal battle. The elevator doors close, and suddenly, you're trapped with a colleague who's clearly waiting for conversation. Your palms sweat. Your mind goes blank. You desperately wish the floor would swallow you whole. Ah ha 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 ha! But here's the truth that nobody talks about. Your introversion isn't your enemy. It's your secret weapon. They lied to you. Society has painted small talk as the domain of the naturally chatty, the effortlessly social, the people who seem to float through conversations like they're dancing. But this is perhaps the greatest deception of our social world. Small talk isn't about being the loudest person in the room. It's about being the most present. And who knows presence better than an introvert? Who understands the power of listening, of observation, of choosing words carefully. You've been training for this your entire life without even knowing it. Stop trying to become someone else. The moment you realize that your natural tendencies are advantages, not obstacles, everything changes. Your preference for deeper connections? That's not a bug. That's a feature. People are starving for authentic interaction in a world full of surface-level chatter. Your tendency to think before you speak? That's pure gold, while others are stumbling over their words, rushing to fill every silence. You have the power to deliver thoughtful responses that actually matter. Your discomfort with shallow conversation, that's your internal compass pointing you toward meaningful exchange. Here's where everything you thought you knew gets turned upside down. Mastering small talk as an introvert isn't about changing your personality. It's about leveraging your natural gifts strategically. First, embrace your role as the conversation archaeologist. While others are digging for surface-level topics, you're naturally equipped to uncover the interesting layers beneath. When someone mentions their weekend, don't just nod and move on. Your introvert brain is already wondering about the story behind the story. Use that curiosity. That sounds like it was either exactly what you needed or completely exhausting. Which was it? This isn't small talk anymore. This is connection disguised as casual conversation. Your energy is finite, and that's your advantage. Extroverts often scatter their social energy like confetti, engaging with everyone at the same level. But you can choose where to invest your social currency. And when you do, you invest it fully. This selectivity isn't antisocial. It's strategic. When you understand that every interaction is an energy exchange, you start making conscious choices about where to spend your social resources. And when you do engage, people feel it. They sense that you've chosen to be present with them, and that choice carries weight. What if I told you that spontaneity is overrated? While the social butterflies are winging it, you can walk into any social situation with a toolkit that makes you unstoppable. This isn't about scripting conversations. It's about having launching points. Prepare 3 categories of go-to topics: the universal, weather, current events, shared experiences; the personal, genuine questions about others' interests, experiences, opinions; and the situational, observations about your immediate environment or shared context. But here's the crucial part. Prepare to listen, not just to speak. This is where you become dangerous. While everyone else is waiting for their turn to talk, you're actually hearing what people are saying. You're catching the emotional undertones, the hesitations, the excitement in their voice when they hit topics they care about. Most people have never experienced being truly listened to. When you give someone your complete attention, something that comes naturally to your introvert brain, you're offering them a gift that's rarer than gold. They'll remember how you made them feel long after they've forgotten what you talked about. Embrace the pause. Society has conditioned us to fear silence in conversation, but silence is where the magic happens. It's where people reveal their true thoughts, where they feel permission to go deeper, where authentic connection begins. When there's a natural pause in conversation, resist the urge to fill it immediately. Count to 3. Let the other person have space to continue, to elaborate, to share something real. Your comfort with silence becomes their invitation to authenticity. Here's the game changer. You don't need to be on all the time. Recognize that social interaction is like physical exercise for you. It requires recovery time. Plan your social calendar with the same intention you'd plan a workout routine. Before big social events, create energy reserves. After them, schedule recovery time. During them, give yourself permission to take micro breaks. Step outside for air. Find a quiet corner. Use the bathroom as a sanctuary. This isn't weakness. It's strategic energy management. Stop performing and start being. The world is full of people playing characters in their own social lives, trying to be who they think they should be instead of who they are. You have the opportunity to be radically authentic in a world hungry for genuine connection. When someone asks how you are, try honesty instead of fine. When they share something personal, respond with vulnerability instead of platitudes. When you don't understand something, ask instead of pretending. Your authenticity becomes magnetic because it's so rare. The follow-up formula: this is where introverts become social legends. While others make connections and forget them, you have the superpower of depth and follow-through. That interesting conversation you had last week, follow up on it. That problem someone mentioned, check in about it. That book recommendation they gave you, actually read it and report back. Extroverts might meet 100 people and remember 10 names. You might meet 10 people and build 10 meaningful connections. Quality over quantity isn't just a consolation prize, it's a competitive advantage. The reframe revolution. Change your internal narrative, change your life. Stop calling it small talk, start calling it connection practice. Stop seeing social events as energy drains, see them as skill-building opportunities. Stop viewing your introversion as a limitation. Start seeing it as a specialization. You're not bad at socializing. You're selectively excellent at it. You're not antisocial. You're strategically social. You're not missing out on surface-level interactions. You're holding out for meaningful ones. The confidence cascade. Here's what happens when you implement these strategies. Success builds on success. One good conversation leads to another. One meaningful connection creates confidence for the next. Before you know it, you're not just surviving social situations, you're thriving in them. People start seeking you out. They remember you as the person who really listened, who asked the interesting questions, who made them feel heard. Your reputation shifts from quiet to thoughtful, from shy to selective, from antisocial to authentic. You were never broken. A world told you that your way of being social was wrong, but the world was mistaken. Your introversion isn't a character flaw to overcome. It's a communication style to leverage. Every meaningful conversation you've ever had, every deep friendship you've ever formed, every moment when someone truly felt understood by you, that wasn't despite your introversion. That was because of it.
Today you have a choice. You can continue believing that small talk is foreign territory, where you'll always be a tourist. Or you can recognize that you've been a native speaker of meaningful conversation your entire life. You can keep apologizing for your quieter nature, or you can start celebrating your gift for depth. You can continue forcing yourself into an extroverted mold, or you can master the art of authentic connection on your own terms. The microphone is in your hands. The conversation is waiting. And the world needs what you have to offer. Not a pale imitation of someone else's social style, but the full, authentic, powerful version of your own. Your time is now. Your voice matters, and your way of connecting with others isn't just valid, it's vital. The revolution starts with you, one genuine conversation at a time.